If you have been listening to our podcast so far, then you know what makes a business a real business. And maybe you already have a business idea or perhaps even a business plan. The next step is to open your company, but in Denmark there are several company forms. And of course, each of them has its advantages and disadvantages. So, which company form should you choose? What would be the most advantageous for you? In this and the next episodes, we are going to help you navigate this question.
Welcome to the Business Lessons in Denmark podcast. My name is Edina Bohos, and I am here with my colleague, Katalin Balog. We are owners of Cool Account CPS, a Danish accounting office. Hi, Kati. What do you think about the tons of positive feedback we get on the podcast?
Oh, I'm so happy about it. We were a little bit afraid that our listeners would find the topic boring, but luckily it seems that they don't. So thank you so much for all the feedback we receive, and we encourage you to send us your comments or suggestions about the show.
And I would like to let you know that in the Spotify app, you can leave a review for the show. In addition to this, we also usually post a poll about the topic of the show for each show.
Right. And you can also follow us, like us, or write comments on our YouTube channel.
As we mentioned in the introduction, there are several forms of company in Denmark.
Yeah, just as other countries, usually, Denmark has several types of companies, and we have decided to dedicate an episode for each type.
Okay, then let's start with the very first company form. What will it be?
Um, it will be the simplest company form that exists in Denmark. It is called PMV, which is an abbreviation for Personlig Eil Mindre Virksomhed in Danish. So the PMV is the first letter of this word, and it means personally owned smaller business. This is the smallest type of business in Denmark.
But what do you mean by smallest? Based on the size or sales revenue or what?
Is the smallest because the owner can only be one person and you can't have employees, and the sales revenue is limited to 50,000 Danish crowns for 12 consecutive months. This type of business can be a good choice if you want to run a part-time business for profit, or if you just want to start your business but you are not sure if it is going to be a huge hit, so you just want to try it out on a smaller scale.
Okay, so let's say that I sew wedding dresses beside my full-time job because I want to earn some pocket money and actually I love to do it. So in this case, should I open a PMV?
Wedding dresses now. What about the Hungarian cooking business? Have you given up on that?
Yes, guess what? Someone stole it.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
So I have to find another other business.
Okay, that's good that you are so all-sided, so you can do many things.
Yeah, but actually I have to learn how can I create wedding dresses, but it's another topic.
Okay. So anyway, it could be a good opportunity for you then with a PMV. Of course, if you have a PMV, it's hard to become the new Elon Musk because of this revenue limitation, but it can still have some potential because you can earn a little extra money on your full time beside your full time job.
Okay, but I hear many times this 50,000 kron limit. What is it exactly?
Yeah, it is because according to the Danish VAT law, you can invoice without VAT up to 50,000 Danish crowns in 12 consecutive months. So this is actually one of the important features of this company form for the PMV, that it is not registered for VAT.
Okay, but wait a minute. If a person doesn't have to charge VAT on his product or service, this can be a huge advantage in the market, right? So if I don't have to charge VAT on my wedding dresses, then this can be an advantage over a large wedding dress salon, right? Because I can sell the dresses cheaper.
Yes, that's right. When a business has to add VAT to their product or service, it increases the price with 25%.
Mhm.
So if the wedding dress costs 10,000 Danish crowns, then including VAT, it will be 12,500 Danish crowns. And if your customers are private people, just like in your case,
Mhm.
they cannot reclaim the VAT. So this is an advantage for you in the market, because you can sell the same product for 10,000 crowns, while maybe a big salon has to sell it with VAT for 12,500.
Wow, brilliant. So as soon as we're done with the podcast, I will run home and bring the sewing machine up from the basement.
Okay, but don't run so much, because you have to meet certain conditions to start a PMV.
Oh,
First of all, you must be at least 18 years old.
oh, I just qualify for that.
Okay, yeah, you are really cutting it close on this one.
Exactly.
But there are also some other conditions. You must have a Danish address and a CPR number.
Okay, I have that, no problem.
Good. And you cannot trade with countries outside of the EU. So you can't buy the silk and the lace for your wedding dresses in China, for example.
I don't want actually. So,
And you can't sell the dresses to Great Britain
mm,
or the USA.
okay, it won't be a problem.
All right. And another thing is that you can only have one PMV.
Okay, I think I meet all the conditions. So what is the next step?
Well, there are two options. If you want a CVR number for your company, you can apply for that. You just have to remember to renew it every 3 years, because this is the only CVR number that automatically expires after 3 years if you don't renew it. But the other option is that you can also start working right now.
Mhm.
You can do that without a CVR number also if you have a PMV.
Okay, if I get stuck, can you help me with the CVR number?
Yes, of course, I can help you with that if you want a CVR number.
Thank you so much. You are so nice. So, do I have to do bookkeeping about income, expenses, or pay taxes on my profits from this PMV?
Yes, you have to do the bookkeeping in the same way as for all other types of businesses, and you also have to pay tax on the profit you made in the PMV. However, as I have already mentioned, you do not have to do the VAT reports, because you are not registered for the
Yeah, I am not in
VAT.
the VAT system actually.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
Mhm. Good. Could you then summarize what the advantages are with the PMV?
The advantages of the PMV are that you don't have to worry about the VAT, and you can sell cheaper to private people because you don't have to add the VAT on your invoices. You can still get a CVR number, so you can present yourself as a company. And overall, a PMV is easy to start and maintain due to its simplicity.
Yeah, because it seems the administration is so easy
Yeah,
actually. Okay.
yes.
Am I correct in thinking that the PMV also has disadvantages? Every coin has two sides.
Yes, that's true. Well, one of the biggest disadvantages of a PMV is that the sales revenue is limited. It cannot exceed 50,000 Danish crowns in 12 consecutive months. If you expect more traffic, then you will have to transform the company into another form and register for the VAT. Another disadvantage is that a PMV can only have one owner, so you can't create a joint company with your best friend or
Or my mother-in-law, it's
yeah,
my dream.
exactly. And you can't have employees, so you can't hire your cousin as your secretary.
Mm,
And the biggest disadvantage is that you are personally responsible. So for the liabilities of the company. So if you cause any damage with your company, then you are also, as a private person, you are liable for that. Or if you don't pay for your purchases. For example, you order some expensive silk
mm,
or purse or something and you don't pay your bill, even though you close down the company, you will still have to pay that debt as a private person.
mhm. Okay, I got it. But after thinking about what you said, it confirmed to me that PMV would be the perfect solution for my wedding dresses business, even though it won't make me as such money as Elon Musk. But yeah, maybe I can live with that. So and I like this very simple administration thing. So and it also an advantage for me to make my invoice without VAT. So I can be very cheap in the field. And the fact that I'm personally responsible for my company's debts doesn't bother me actually, because I will do everything as you say and I will have no any problems.
Okay, sounds good. Well, and anyway, you can make an insurance for those things that you cannot influence. And for those things that you can influence, well, they are up to you.
Sounds very good. Okay. Kati, shall we tell the listener what our next topic will be?
Yeah, well, our next topic will be a form of business that many people can relate to. For example, although we serve almost all types of businesses, most of our clients are sole proprietors. So, next time we will talk about the advantages and disadvantages of sole proprietorship as a company form.
And we promise that it will be interesting as well. Okay, so today's episode was sponsored by Kulakon CPS. Kulakon CPS can help with starting your company with bookkeeping and tax matters. In addition, we also provide business and financial consulting. If you liked the show, then follow us and like our Facebook page. If you would like to contact us, you can do so via our website www.acons.cool. We wish you a successful week.